In a certain base, SWAT Tony and Boss Ben are playing a high-stakes card game. Tony loses blatantly, but he refuses to give up and continues to play.
เพราะไรหอน
Since it's a high-stakes game, both Tony and Ben play with intense focus. Ben grins slyly and pulls out more stacks of money to bet. Tony puts in all the money he has. Both men think the win will be theirs, so they put all their money into this round. Tony thinks he's won, but Ben stops him. Tony ends up losing. Furious Tony storms out. Boss Dr. Lee is standing outside the door, counting stacks of money. Tony walks out and turns towards him.
Hello bot. What do you money?
Tony begins borrowing money from Dr. Lee, whispering to him in
I
exchange.
Harit Paran.
Why? Okay. Yeah.
Tony pulls out his SWAT badge and gives it to Dr. Lee as collateral.
Yeah.
Dr. Lee hands Tony stacks of money.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Good look. You can
Dr.
win.
Lee realizes Tony has become blinded by gambling.
Very wrong.
Tony heads back inside, clutching the stacks of money returning to the gambling table.
Bot, pelit. Bot, pelit.
Once again, Tony loses.
Pelit.
Sit down.
He gets up and leaves immediately.
Two miss.
Tony still thinks he can borrow more money from Dr. Lee,
Bot,
but Dr. Lee bluntly refuses.
Sit one. I will pay you.
Get down. Get down.
SWAT SEAL X is in the office checking the weapons. All the guns are working perfectly. As SEAL X leaves, Tony returns. Seeing the weapons in the room, Tony quietly takes a few of them. One of Dr. Lee's underlings sees
Hey, Bob,
Tony
here
approaching
it comes.
and informs Dr. Lee. They smile with satisfaction.
Hello bot.
Tony brings
Yeah,
the
I come
weapons to
my gun.
Dr. Lee.
I shot
The
you
boss
gun.
and the SWAT officer have a pleasant conversation.
How much do you pay?
Okay.
Dr.
Hi,
Lee pulls
take it.
out stacks of money and exchanges them with Tony.
Thank you, boss. Yeah.
Tony takes the money happily and heads back inside, confidently walking towards Ben.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, let's go.
Ben and Tony resume another tense round of cards. Tony's losses pile up and his money dwindles. Ben grins with satisfaction at his victories, while Tony feels devastated. SEAL X returns to the office, sits down, and notices that some of his weapons are missing. SEAL X feels confused about the missing weapons.
Where is your gun? Huh,
Tony
hello.
returns just
Are you
as SEAL
okay?
X is leaving.
Where
They
are you
exchange
going?
a few words before parting ways.
Okay.
SEAL X senses something suspicious and turns to watch Tony. He realizes that his teammate has taken the weapons. Tony sneaks out of the SWAT base with the stolen weapons. SEAL X rushes to the office and finds all the weapons gone. Furious, he grabs his gun and goes to find his teammate. Tony continues to carry the weapons, while SEAL X stealthily follows him.
Hello bot, hello bot.
Tony arrives
hello.
at Dr. Lee's place with the weapons, and they exchange
Okay,
words.
let's go. Very good,
Yes,
very
yes.
good.
SEAL X infiltrates the criminal's lair, observing before taking action. In the card game, Tony loses badly to Ben again. Frustrated, he stands up and
You
confronts
guys
the
play
boss.
duty. Alright. For me? Huh?
Why?
You guys play duty. Alright. For me? Huh?
A gunshot instantly kills Boss Ben. His underlings rush in, but are also killed by SEAL X. The sound of gunfire draws more
Hey,
criminals
let go.
from outside. The last underling is killed by Tony.
So
At this
where are
point,
you here?
SEAL X
Let me go.
no longer trusts Tony. Dr.
Fire!
Lee's more underlings burst in shooting at the two SWAT officers.
Hey,
Another
let's go.
battle begins.
Hey, Jesse! Go.
Hey, sit way.
Tony
Okay,
and SEAL
let go.
X split up and run. Dr. Lee and his underlings also split up to search for them. Tony suddenly stands up and shoots, killing one underling. Dr. Lee
Fire!
chases after him, firing
Solid!
back. SEAL X seizes the opportunity to charge and shoot, killing the remaining underling. Dr. Lee is seriously wounded by Tony and quickly flees. SEAL X and Tony rush out to chase after Dr. Lee. Unfortunately, they are unable to catch the dangerous boss. SEAL X tries to pursue, but Tony stops him. In anger, SEAL X slaps Tony hard for all the wrongdoings. SEAL X and Tony grab the money and the guns from the table and leave, but SEAL X is still very angry with Tony.